The problem with any state, not just Minnesota, actually, now that I think about it, is just keeping your personal stuff out of what your passion.
Yeah, Sarsky. Damn, that's loud as fuck.
Hella loud.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Create Capital Podcast, y'all. It's your boy Capital T, aka TMAX, man. And today we got a special guest, man. We're talking about somebody who's been in the news, plenty of articles. You can read up on him. Minnesota native and rising star. We got Lil Crush in the building.
How's it going, man?
Good. Appreciate you.
Where should I be looking?
You can look at me.
Right,
sometimes if you want to, because
we got multiple.
Yeah,
All
Keith
good.
will be changing the camera angles up and stuff like
Perfect.
that too. But that's your cameras right there.
Awesome,
So
perfect.
if it gets serious, dot to that camera.
Got you.
You dig what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. We're back with another episode of Create Capital, man. I'm excited to have you here. We was just at your event on Tuesday, which was a wild success, and it was a ton of fun.
Appreciate that.
It was a cool vibe. What is that place called? Is there, or is that on the hush?
No, it's well, yeah, it kind of is on the hush, but it's called Digital Flyers. I just say, right?
Hello. Got you.
The event's over, so now you can't, but yeah, but they got you can do little events there and stuff like that. So it's a cool spot.
Yeah, dude, it was super fresh being there and just a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was cool. You had some people opening, some people, unfortunately, had to leave before you got on stage.
Yep.
Unfortunately, had to leave before that. But it was dope. So appreciate you, having us over there. And it was a wild, successful event. So that was dope to see. But the drinks, $10 drinks, bro, they was running my pockets.
Hey, bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I was paying for my drinks too. But because we did the if you bought tickets in advance, it was like $3. So
yeah,
the venue had to make their money somewhere.
Oh God, hell yeah, bro.
But yeah,
that was dope. It was dope.
A fun night.
Let's start at the beginning. You are from Minneapolis.
Yep.
From South Minneapolis.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah.
What streets did you grow up on?
Probably. Well, if we got streetwise, shit, you talking about like young or grow up? You know what I'm saying? Cause like
shit, you mean where you developed?
My neighborhood was like I would say anywhere from like Lake Nokomis to Lake Harriet, right?
Oh, dope.
So
That's
I went to elementary, middle, and high school right there.
Dope.
So, but then obviously when I was really young, we were in apartments kind of downtown and stuff.
Got you. Because I live over in South Minneapolis right now, so it's always dope to see people from that area. Because I've lived in South Minneapolis since like 2018-ish. Like right over by that Nokomis, Hiawatha area, right by the fucking like the London Barleys type shit over there.
Yep.
So that's super dope, man. And when you were growing up, what was your upbringing like? What was your household like? What was going on in your younger years?
Nothing. It was a lot of go. I would say I was in sports, music, just everything you can think of. Nothing. I don't know. I would stick to myself, I guess. I did probably tried out every sport you can think of. I got into music when I was 5, though.
Gotcha.
I would perform for my mom's birthday party.
Hey.
And the only song that we had on the iPod in Columbia was just nothing but Lil Wayne and Eminem. So I memorized Lose Yourself. And then I did like a little karaoke thing. And just seeing my family's reaction and stuff was like... It was like that first high almost, and then just kind of kept learning all Lil Wayne songs, all Eminem songs. Then, Eminem came out with like Rap God and stuff, so then I would try to do that.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until like middle school that we had a class called Rock Band, right? And they had a guitar ensemble, but then they had like, you could learn how to play bass, you could learn how to play guitar, this and that. And so I kind of like to goof off in the back, and there were like 3 other kids that like to goof off too, and we just like to like learn our own music. I was never like a note kind of guy.
Word.
Right? I just had to like either listen to it or watch somebody else play it.
I feel that.
And so we started like our own little band within that rock band class.
Yeah.
And then I think I wrote my first song in like 6th or 5th grade, and then we started performing that when they would allow like people in the class to make their own bands, but then we already had our own band. So then we would do cover songs, our own songs. We got a little experience of touring because when the first person that got their license, we just went to every county fair you can think of. The Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They got a little venue over there that's like, I think it's like 900, 1,000 people. But like when you're 12 through 14, that's a pretty cool spot.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. That's super dope. It sounds like everything was pushing you to be a creative. Like your parents were supportive of your endeavors?
Yeah, no, they've always been supportive. They obviously wanted me to kind of be good in school and pick a sport I liked and stuff. So the music wasn't an impossible like argument, but it was also like something that kind of had to say I'm gonna do this,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. They've always been supportive. Now, some more supportive than ever. My ma's like just, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
got ma in the corner
for sure,
cheering for you. That's super dope. Did you and then so 12 to 14, you had that little rock group or that little group and made some rounds and stuff like that. And then what about going into your later years, 15, 16, 17, 18? What was that like?
So that was kind of more, I would say, freshman year of high school maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
So for my 16th birthday, we went and auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Nice.
And unfortunately, we didn't make it.
Word.
And I don't know if, obviously we kind of felt a little hurt after that. And then the older guys were, getting older in high school and kind of, figuring out their little crowd and stuff like that. And then I was like the middle guy, and then there were the younger kids that were like still in middle school,
Word.
And so then the year after they went off to college, the other kids, decided to get into sports and stuff like that. So I was like, dang, I got to do this, by myself. But how am I going to do rock and like how am I going to do rock by myself, And then that's when Juice was like, coming up on SoundCloud. Uzi already had his momentum and stuff.
Oh, because you were born in 2001?
Yep.
Yep, so that 2016 the
SoundCloud
era was crazy.
Yep,
dude.
and that's when I started.
Nice.
And so, I wouldn't even call them good, but we recorded one song on I think it was like my second SoundCloud or something.
Yep.
And I think that was the Lil Crush one when I first was like, okay, I'm going to go buy Lil Crush. And we recorded this really shitty-ass song.
Yep.
But in one night, it got 10,000 views on SoundCloud.
Sheesh.
And then from there, the momentum started. And once I got to like my senior year, I was recording when everybody was getting ready for like, I think it was junior year. I would be recording like on the wrestling mat while people were coming in from the end of school to get ready for practice.
Damn.
I would try to be there early to like, be recording. I'd be in math class, finish my homework in class so I wouldn't have to go home because I'd be going to the studio afterwards.
Dope.
And I'd be going to the studio straight to class.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So just really got into that, started performing around here wherever I could.
Yep.
And got seen by Weon, MN Fats.
Hell
and
yeah.
then me and him built a relationship. And then about I would say later that year, like a year after Sonny came on.
Yep.
And then it was kind of like that three,
Yeah.
You got Weon, Free World, and then which is now just starting to really take shape, but it's been on the low.
Yeah.
The Planet Crush. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's more of like a clothing brand, type of thing.
Dope.
But yeah, so that kind of, and that's where we're kind of at today. And I've been in that for like about 4 years, just pushing all of that. So.
Hell yeah. Shout out Sonny and shout out Fats, man. Sonny is always giving me good advice, telling me to tap in with certain people.
No, for sure.
He actually was one who put me on the phone with Fats, actually, for the first time. Like, this is last week. And me and Fats were on the phone for like an hour, like, just chopping it up. Just, like, I'm just trying to sell myself to, like, yo, I can do all these different things, bro. Find a place for me to fit in, you dig?
No, for sure.
For sure. So those are good people, man. Shout out them dudes over there. So one thing when I Google you, it's like news articles come up, like, you know what I'm saying, like Care 11 type shit. And I'm like, that's different. You don't really see that. So like tap into the mainstream. The first thing that comes up is the Suni Lee track. Can you talk about that? How that came about? The inspiration behind it? Well, obviously Suni Lee, but like, what prompted you to make that record?
So, the biggest thing, the fun thing about like, you've heard the song "High School Never Ends."
Yeah.
So that kind of term, that's really true, especially in like the music industry. So a big thing with us is, every year we gotta write an anthem.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that year, it happened to be Suni won the Olympics. So me and Fats were watching the Olympics, and he's like, "Bro, do you see what just happened?" And I don't really pay attention to sports like that, right?
Yeah.
But he had
especially gymnastics.
No. Gymnastics is cool. Like it's cool. Like that takes a lot of freaking skill. You know what I mean? Like it's my mom did gymnastics.
Dope.
So I'm sitting there and we're watching that. He's like, "This is huge." Like she just, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And then he's like, so he kind of gives me like these almost, I would say like a teacher to a student, like, "Hey, here's a project. Here's the theme. Go."
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay, that's the theme. I'm going to go and run with it. And so it was about 3 days. I brought him back. No, it was about 2 days or a day. I brought him back this one version. And just, like when when you bring back a rough draft.
Yeah.
All right. Better word. Describe this more. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And stuff like that. And so, and then what about this beat? Why is it starting like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it back to the table. Now I'm in there. Third day, boom, bam. You know what I'm saying? And then we post it. We I think it was Fox 9 gets a hold of us, and it's like, we want to do an interview that day. I was a few hours out of town, so then drove down, did that, and then next thing we know, it was Suni's grandparents, but like the people from the Hmong community, right? Yeah. They wanted to do something. They want to do a music video about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Around the song. And get Suni's parents involved and all that.
Yep, saw them in the video.
Yep, and so, they put that together. And then the mural came around, and we got a really awesome artist from Minnesota. And then what happened next, I believe it was the state fair or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then after that kind of just kept resonating, and the message was like, anybody can do your best. It just takes hard work, really.
Crazy.
You can be Suni Lee. Okay. So, and that was like the first one. And then what would I say? There was another one. There was another one, and then the most recent one we're on, which is the one with Enzi, I Hate Partying Alone.
Gotcha.
Which is like, I hate being successful alone.
Yeah.
I hate, you know what I mean? It talks about coming up and learning, like you said, I can do all this, but we all have our roles. It's good to be able to play every role in case somebody can't make it that day.
Yep.
But we all have an importance in this narrative that we're trying to push for this state.
Oh, God.
And that's kind of where we're at. So these anthems, and we've had a bunch of other songs that, represent the Timberwolves, represent all this. So we got a bunch of anthems coming out of the state.
Yeah.
We have really good songwriters, and that's kind of where we're at. That's where this new kind of one is coming into play. It's like, we like being successful together. We hate being successful alone.
Yeah. Absolutely. It ain't no fun if the homies can't come. You feel me?
Exactly.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, that type of shit is inspirational, even though it's like a completely unrelated vertical to anything I know, but like having a gold medalist from the cities, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit is inspirational. It just makes it
No, and then I got people that do gymnastics in high school and stuff like that, and they're like, "We've never heard a gymnastics song." Like it actually was like something that really, was big for them and something that they could play, and it just talks about a lot. And then when you look at that message aside from gymnastics and put it into different scenarios, different sports, different aspects of life, it does resonate with. Then it's universal.
Hell yeah!
So you can use it any way you want.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's hella fresh, man. That's super dope, dude. Then the next article I read had something to do about like you helping local businesses post COVID. I'm not sure. Can you explain what that was all about?
Yeah, so that was the bourbon video.
Oh, okay, that's okay. So that's what it is at the baby goat farm.
Yep. And that was kind of I mean, obviously overall making the statement, the baby goat, but at the same time, kind of showing the history of Minnesota.
True.
And the way we were able to do that is I came up with like a pop. I think what did Kaya call it? Pop rock? No. I think
we were talking about it earlier.
Crop. It was crop. Crop. That's what she said on there.
The genre of music?
Yeah, country, rock, pop. Something like that.
Dude, that's actually the best way to fucking put it. Because we were talking about it earlier. I was like, what genre is this? This is dope, though.
Yeah, crop. Yep. So that's what it is. But basically it was cool because, we tied in agriculture with, music.
Right.
And it was really cool. It was... The meaning of the song was to basically blend the small town perspective with the big city perspective.
Hell yeah.
And you were seeing that was a big trend and a big thing in 2023.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the oldest goat farm in the state.
Yep.
That's what they said.
Yep.
Damn, how many goats did they have up there?
At some points there's like 600,
Jesus.
Yes. And like that farm, and you saw First Avenue in there.
Yep.
We did it. We made sure that was very apparent too.
Yep.
They're about the same years here in Minnesota. They both, I think, 50 or over.
Damn.
So, those are big, and there's other things like neighborhood bars and different little, like here you'll see a lot of charter planes because we do have a lot of crops, or you got to go just 2-3 hours away and stuff like that. There's a bunch of other stuff. Our lakes, the sunsets, all this different stuff that's kind of,
dope. True that.
Fall colors, everything.
Where did the goat thing come from?
The baby goat thing was Sonny started calling me that.
Dope.
Sonny started calling me that, and then he was like, "I'm gonna make a baby goat mixtape, and I'm gonna put together all these, you know what I mean?"
Yep.
And then stuff just kind of started lining up, like okay, and obviously, who was it? Somebody. I mean, there's been people, that have gone by the goat or have gone by the baby goat, and at first it was just something like a nickname because I used to be called Taco too. You know what I mean? And then we did the Taco Tuesdays type thing.
Yeah.
So, but the baby goat was like kind of more like greatest of all teens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it started out as. So I was getting called the baby goat. He made the tape, and then I used to wear a SpongeBob pendant.
Yeah.
And I switched that out for a baby goat with like weed leaves or something.
Dope.
So I was wearing that, and then we were like, okay, we should actually make like a mixtape that's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With a good collection. Then Baby Goat 2 came out, and that was a bunch of, heavy hitter producers, like an amazingly talented producer from Australia that was, I think at the time, like 17, 18.
Word.
Just killing it. And that was huge. The song on there, Missed Calls, got Gary V's attention and Mike Boyd's attention.
Dope.
And I think we were like one of the first artists on their playlist for like consecutively for over a year or something.
Jeez.
Like every week on their Monday to Monday, they had missed calls or whatever we were dropping. So then we're like, okay, this baby goat thing is something cool.
Yeah.
And like I told you before, one of my biggest inspirations is Lil Wayne and Eminem as far as the hip hop thing. Lil Wayne's the Carter, his whole Carter series. At that point, after like Baby Goat 2, I was kind of like, okay, what if this is kind of like the new, like the... You know what I'm saying? Like the new day Carter.
Yeah, for sure.
For
sure.
And then we went to Baby Goat 3. And then it was time for Baby Goat 4. And it's like, okay, Baby Goat 4. Well, we can do Spanish music. So we did Spanish and English. And then we called it Baby Goat Foreign. Hey. Baby Goat 5, we did like the other albums where it's just me and the producers. Yep. And then we did a deluxe where it's 8 featured artists, all from Minnesota.
Dope.
And then we did Baby Goat 6. But in between those, you got BU, the trilogy with Burr, Bourbon, and Blur.
Yep.
You got I Hate Partying Alone, which is the single of Baby Goat 6.
Yep.
So we just been dropping. I don't even know how big the catalog is right now.
For real, dude. That's one thing that I think a lot of people could be better at is consistently dropping. And obviously you're dropping hella, which is super fresh. But I feel like some people, they go 2 years without dropping anything.
Yep.
But I get it because like we took a year off from the podcast, and people go, life happens and shit like
happens,
that. But like, it would be dope to just see people dropping consistently projects
for sure.
after projects and projects. So I commend you for that because it is tough to do that type of shit and back to back to back to back.
No, for sure, and I mean, it is like life does happen. Like every time we do go to drop a project, it's like a million things goes on that is not supposed to go on right before we drop the project, So we're like, oh, is it going to be like... This was probably like the best release. Baby Goats, I mean, the turnout of the release party, the actual numbers it's already hitting, the engagement, videos, like the whole kind of strategies working out. Like you'll see Japan's on there, right?
Yeah.
And there's a video that was shot in LA for Japan. So Japan, like you'll see a bunch of songs on the album already are going to have music videos, whether they're from this year or 3 years ago.
Got them in the stash.
And every song on the album you're going to see is going to have those trailers that you've been seeing on Instagram. Like those are just trailers. So if they don't have a music video, they have a trailer. And that means that there is a music video coming, but it's going to be completely different than what you're seeing on that trailer. So it's just like as much content as we can bring out this year, that's what we're going with because, like you're saying, if we do have an off year, if we have all this stuff out that's quality and that's, consistent, if that happens or something like that, it's not going to be as hard of a hit or as, big as a fumble. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, bro.
So... That's why, just working hard, but still, doing everything we can.
Hell yeah. And I heard something about, like, were you ever signed to 300?
No. That's like that's our family label.
Okay,
right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was signed to, and now we're like partnered in, but we on.
Okay, yep.
Right? And then Free World that's Sunny's. Yep. So you know what I mean? So Weon's Fats, Sunny, and then Weon is Fats, Free World Sunny, I'm Planet Crush, and each one of us is all three. You know what I mean? So
okay.
And then our family label, is 300.
Gotcha.
This last album was distributed through Sparta. So that's who we go through when it comes to that side of it, yes.
Okay. Because I'm like, 300. I'm like, what is it? Wasn't Thug signing 300?
Yeah, no. Yeah. But it's just like that. Like, Thug's got his YSL, and then you got 300 that got a bunch of artists that you will see around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's...
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's all it is. Family business.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's some good shit. So currently, Baby Go 6 just dropped?
Yeah.
Yep. Baby Go 6 just dropped. Are all the music videos already out, or do you still have music videos waiting to drop for that?
We got about, I would say, anywhere from 4 to 6 out. Scratch that. 2 to 4 out.
Okay.
I feel like done videos.
Yep.
I'd say about 6, 7 trailers, and then 10 music videos coming.
Dope.
Yep. And then every song is coming a lyric video. Yep. And a live performance, and you know what I mean.
Take notes.
Just everything you can think of.
Yeah, bro, that is so fucking sick. It's tough to consistently drop content, but having all those different kinds with the lyric videos, live performances, all that stuff, it just helps accentuate that reach and just to show versatility and just that's just some good shit to have. So I think everybody should definitely take note of that because that's something that everybody else can learn from. Like, even if you don't have a music video, a lyric video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people may just not think of it, but that is definitely something that should be a thing for sure.
And like you said, life happens, right? And that's why those trailers are another option that would be good too. Yeah. It's something to get basically the emotion of what that song's about, what the storyline of that song's about.
Yep.
But if you don't necessarily have the time or something's going on, it's a way to get that out there without giving away too much, and still being able to handle whatever else is going on.
Hell yeah.
So, and that's why I'm telling you, we got 10 videos coming, but right now we got to give you guys these trailers.
Yep.
Because we do have a lot of songs on the album, so it's like 23 songs.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's it's a lot of songs to go through.
Hell yeah, I got an idea for you. Let me run it by you.
What?
So
What's
boom,
that?
you film a music video. It's like a normal music video. There's nothing different. It's just, a bunch of people and then you rapping, but you have goat legs.
So what is that called? What is that called?
A centaur or
A
something.
centaur. Nah, but see,
and then you act like it's normal and like nothing's out of the norm, but it's like nigga
here's,
got hooves.
No, bro. Here's. I'll tell you why I ain't even against that, because my mind immediately goes to, okay, what would we do with that? We would basically do like a twist off Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief.
Oh, see, I don't know about that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where my mind goes. So like if you were to say that though, like, okay, that's an idea for a video, that's where my mind would go, okay, what was a blockbuster freaking hit that got kids like up and you know what I mean?
Damn.
And it would go right there, like I think his name was Grover. That was Percy's best friend, and he was the centaur with the goat legs. So, and he was funny as hell. Like, it was an action movie. Like, it was cool as hell. So like, there's something that could be done with that. You know what I mean?
I thought that was hilarious. I was like, man, if I wanted to go viral, I'm like, that would be hilarious. Because I thought about it for myself, and I'm like, oh shit, this guy.
For sure. But that's
right.
That's crazy. But no, that's cool. But yeah, that's just basically like that. That's how good shit is made.
True.
Just somebody brings an idea up and
then somebody
just keeps going back. Look, and he even knew one part of what was going on about, like, so that's cool.
Hell yeah, bro. Who are some of your main collaborators? I'm assuming Free World, and whoever's in there. Do you have any other people that you frequently hang out with or collaborate with or just bounce ideas back off of?
It's really, I be sticking alone, but
I feel you.
but actually. So yeah, you got Free World. We on like our people that we go back and forth with.
Yep.
But recently, like Breezo, she's the female producer that did Bourbon, Blur, and I Hate Partying Alone. That first version that's out right now.
Yeah.
Incredible producer. You know what I'm saying?
She's from the cities too? From Minnesota?
Yeah, like Rosemount-ish area, Lakeville area.
Yeah.
But from Minnesota, you know. And 21, she did gymnastics too, so she started fucking with me with the Suni Lee shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, no, came on, started just working day in, day out, and surprised everybody with the country song, We did that. She helped with, like, that video was just shot with everybody just helping out.
Yeah.
So she was there with the camera, sometimes on an iPhone, this and that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's one of the big people. I got homies around, but Enzy, Keem. I just don't want to start naming because then I don't want. Once you name more than 5, then you can't. And you gotta name everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop at one more person right now though, because there's a lot of talented artists, but we're not talking about that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But one person that has been really, really crucial to this this album rollout is Eco the Kid.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not tapped in with him. I gotta figure out.
You might have seen it. He was the kid with braids.
He had the camera. Yeah. Okay.
At the show.
Met that. Yeah.
Yes. So he's the one that's been shooting all those little short films and
Dope.
those. I mean, but like I'll tell him, hey bro, I'm thinking this is kind of like this, right? I don't even have to worry about it after that point. He like just
gets it.
Everything's taken care of, and then he's coming up with these insane ideas like the lips in front of the lights. Everybody was fucking with that, where it was just me and Ezzy right there and just going back and forth. Just a bunch of different stuff. So like, yeah, I don't know. There's
Shout out to him. He was one of the first people I met when I was at that thing. I was like, oh shit, you got a camera? I got a camera too, man. What's up? Let's tap in.
Yep.
So that was fresh. So shout out him. What's your recording process like? Like, do just the beat come first? Do you have lyrics already in your phone? Like, what's your process like?
Changed a huge amount. Like back when I was first, I would say when I first started like the solo career type thing. I would drive around Lake Harriet just nonstop and listen to a beat off of YouTube, you know, and just freestyle over it.
Yep.
And then I would go home and, you know, put it into whatever. Or I would just go and freestyle in the studio and just, you know, go punch in, punch out, punch out. Now I'm at the point where, yeah, each song's kind of has to have like it's got to be, you know, it's got to be meaningful either to me or to somebody else, but it's got to be relatable. It's got to be universal. It's got to, you know, each word has to mean 10 different things for somebody else.
Yep.
You know, 10 different ways they can look at something.
Absolutely.
So now the process is kind of just really taking a guitar or taking an instrument, finding a couple chords, and then off that, whatever I'm feeling, if it's happy chords, sad chords, now, you know, it's weird. Like, you know, finding your strum pattern, doing the little riff, and it's either the riff goes along with the lyrics or the melody or vice versa.
Yep.
And then it's, you know, now it's calling Sammy and being like, because I used to have producers send me beats or, you know, they'd have beats at the studio or whatever, this and that. Now Sammy would just like come in and off the guitar or off whatever, she'll start adding the kicks. Then she'll kind of replace that. She'll start mixing down the guitar or be like, do this again. And then she'll take over, you know, and then from there, then I'll have the beat and then I'll go in and record. I'll go in and do this. And just, I'm more of a punch-in kind of guy. You know,
Gotcha.
I'm not going to go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to make sure every breath's right and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So, and every different note that you hit following each other has a different feeling,
Hell
you know?
yeah.
So
This boy can sing.
I don't even think I can sing, fam. I'm not even lying to you.
No, I was thoroughly impressed by the bourbon song. I was like, this is completely different than anything that I have heard in recent memory. Not related to singing, but just like overall, just like the vibe that I got from that. So that was super fresh. You know, it's cool to just see. That's why I started this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to be able to see people do their thing, see people be creative, express themselves, and just see, you know, how I can relate to them, how I can help them. And it's dope to just see everyone doing their thing. And then another reason I started this shit, I've never been a hater. I know it's like Minnesota gets a reputation of being a crabs in a bucket kind of state, but it's like, that's never been me. Like,
no, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you got a problem with me, you got a problem with yourself, because what the fuck I do to you? Like, I swear to God.
I definitely, I get that. And I fuck with that, man. I really do fuck with that.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. What's on the... Oh, go for it.
No, you're good.
And I was going to say, what you got on the horizon? I know you got videos dropping. Probably let that Baby Goat 6 tape marinate a little bit.
Yep.
Do you have like shows coming up, events, or what's the rest of your year look like?
Yeah, we got some shows and events that will be announced hopefully coming up in the next couple months.
Okay.
And other than that, it's really just pushing this album out and basically rebuilding the state. And obviously, what I'm learning now is, you know, you can't control anybody else but yourself, right? So what I mean by that is just making opportunity, you know, for everybody. And if you're able to, you know, like the only thing is I think the problem with any state, not just Minnesota, actually, now that I think about it, is just keeping your personal stuff out of what your passion.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And obviously, when it comes to your passion, you got to write about personal stuff. So it's hard to decipher that line. It's hard to, what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But it's like there's a lot of opportunities that can be missed, you know, if you're not at the right place, state of mind, financially, this and that. And I'm not talking about well off with money. I'm just talking about like, debts or this.
Or if you just had a strong opinion about somebody that, on the internet, now you can't work with them.
Exactly. And it's stuff like that. Like life goes on, right? Life is very short. So you can't control anybody else. You can only control yourself. If you've said something or something's been said to you, it's hard when you bring somebody else into it. So it's kind of like you gotta step back and you gotta just, the opportunities here. You leave the personal shit out of it. Anybody can have the opportunity.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
But if you bring the personal stuff in it, you're gonna have to wait a couple years. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I fumbled a couple times. I brought the personal stuff in it.
Oh yeah, I've been canceled twice. No.
No, not like that. No. I wouldn't say nah. Not canceled, but no, but I mean just like, fucked off my career, like just wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
Gave off 2 years and stuff like that.
Yep.
When and so, but do I regret it? No. I needed to learn lessons and I needed to fumble a couple times and be accountable. So now,
Hell yeah.
able to do that shit.
That's what I'm talking about, son. You dig what I'm saying? Excuse me. And then what else I got for you here? So, you've been on the news a few times. Talk about your favorite shows that you've performed at. Who you were. Yeah, just talk about those.
Probably my favorites. I'm not even gonna lie. I was fucking with just one of my top, just because the energy was really immaculate. Was just on Tuesday the other night. Yeah. I know it wasn't like the biggest show.
Yeah,
but
it was fun.
Everybody was there. Everybody was engaged, and yes, it was fun. There was love there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
My other favorite one would definitely have to be the state fair when we got called up to do SUNY Lee.
Nice.
It was over 10,000 people.
That's sick.
Like they was on the motherfucking bridge. It was crazy. You know what I mean? And it was really cool. And then my other top one would definitely have to be when I opened up for Keed.
Nice.
Varsity Theater.
Damn.
That was one I'm probably never gonna forget. That was the first show I was able to tell my mom to come out to, where I was doing this different type of music.
Yep.
And have her up in the stands and stuff like that, and obviously be able to share the stage with a brother. So it's like
that's love.
And that's kind of when I first really met Cyril too and stuff like that. Yep. So because I think that was that year when I did come on and. I think 2019 or something like that.
Gotcha.
That's when I came over,
Yep.
So so it's been a long journey, bro. But those would probably be my top three. It would be Tuesday, Keed, and the State Fair.
Hell yeah. That's some good shit right there. Some good range of different experiences.
For sure.
Did you I forgot what question I was gonna ask. Let me see here. Did you ever get a chance to? Yeah, I lost it. I lost my train of thought. Let me think.
To this day.
Damn, that shit blew out my eardrum.
Who's that? Was that you? Or?
No, that was.
That's wild.
On God, bro, because I can't concentrate on keeping the conversation and then trying to pick out the funniest sounds.
That's crazy. Is that a little sound
soundboard?
Effect? That's crazy.
Hell yeah, bro. Go ahead. Oh.
I got you.
Oh, bro, no, this is going to be a pain in hell.
I got
you.
You said we're live or we ain't live?
No, we're not live.
Okay.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
All right, cool. No, it's all good.
Hell yeah. So, it says your background, you're Afro-Colombian.
Yes, sir.
I've never heard that before. Tell us about, what your heritage, and like how you feel about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today because it would be like, I'm mixed, or light skin or African American, but then I would think about it and I'm like, well, I'm not African. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm American. I was born here. That's why I'm American. Yeah. I'm Colombian. And then my mixture, what I mean, is African. French is like the kind of white side of it.
Yep.
Or Caucasian side. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's so many different words.
The mountains of Caucasus.
Oh my God, that's Cat Williams, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So and then my mom's full Colombian, so it's like 50 Colombian, and then mixed. The other 50's mixed.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You speak fluent Spanish?
Yes, sir.
Un poco español.
Sí, señor. No. Yeah, I do.
Hell yeah. That's super fresh. So when it comes to like the oh yeah, you already mentioned, we on Free World, Planet Crush, all kind of working together there. Is there anybody in particular you would want to work with in the future, whether they be from here, not from here, wherever, just overall? whether it be clothing designers or producers or artists or anything like that? Is there anyone that you're like, damn, I think we could fuck some shit up?
Well, we are sponsored with Spray Ground, but there is a collaboration I do want to do with them. You know how they got
Yeah.
you know how they got their teddy bear, like the teddy bear backpack.
Yep.
And they got that thing. I want them to make a baby goat one.
That's hard. That's hard.
So you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna see if we can get that rolling. That's one. Really, bro, I can't think of it. I used to, when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, like, like, as far as hip hop, Uzi,
Yep.
Wayne, Eminem, like those are ones, obviously.
Yep.
But as far as like that, nah, really, the only people I really want to collaborate would probably be Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
Okay.
Lead singer. That's why I tell you, like, oh, you can sing. I'm like, I don't even think I can sing. That's who taught me how to sing. And when I say that, I say that because he would even say himself that, we're not the best singers. We just know how to use our voice.
Yeah.
And know how to make certain melodies that can give a feeling.
Hell yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm not the perfect singer. I can't hit perfect note. My voice cracks so damn much,
Yeah.
But I know how to hit certain notes with certain chords.
Yeah.
And I know how to put a feeling into a beat and stuff like that. I know how to write music. So that all plays together and it all comes together. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
See, me, I was a Tech 9 nigga growing up. I was trying to rap worldwide choppers word for word. Oh, God.
Dude, you should be you should also be a voice actor.
Oh, God, I thought about that before. I took acting classes in, like, 5th grade, and I was trying to get a Hershey commercial. But then in hindsight, and then I was, like, thinking of this, when in the studio, I'm like, dude, I'm going to start a animated TV show, call it Hybrid High, about a black kid growing up in the suburbs, and then run from that, have it be like a mix between Boondocks and fucking, what's
good.
it called, Big Mouth.
Oh my gosh, that shit would be hilarious.
Yeah, and then but I actually Googled like how to be a voice actor like probably last year at some point. But hell yeah, definitely.
I mean, this is definitely the spot to start.
On God, because
Yeah.
I do a little bit of everything, bro. Like I started a software company. You know what I'm saying? I can build websites. I can create automated workflows.
That's fine.
AI automations, AI integrations into business processes. I can edit videos. You know what I'm saying? On camera. So like I try to just keep my skills like. I just try to keep building my portfolio of skills and just be like, all right, well, where can I help this person, or where can I give some advice here from life experience, not from, because I hate it when people try to give me advice and they don't, and they haven't
been through it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you don't have a podcast. Why are you giving me advice on mine?
No, for sure.
Like,
no, exactly.
You dig?
And that's the thing. And the fact this is huge. Just this itself, and that's what a lot of people don't get is. If you have the motivation to take the step and sit here and do this, man, it's just about time. It's just about where and when.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. Because I remember when we got here, I'm like, well, shit, what we gonna, like when we very first started, I'm like, well, shit. We're here. What the fuck are we talk about? Just start, you know those learning experiences. You're fumbling through shit. You're just learning. Like there's fucking podcasts we recorded that had no audio. We're up here 4 hours, zero audio. Fucking cameras dying. But I would have somebody back there who's like not really versed on the engineering part, and then they would just be a black screen, but they wouldn't stop like the podcast and shit like that. So everything's just been a learning experience, and getting more comfortable over time. I'm sure it's the same with like finding your pocket as well.
No, for sure.
When it comes to music. So that's how I feel about that too.
No, that's amazing. And like I said, right now there's a lot you could do. Like this is fire.
Oh God.
This is fire.
Oh God. What you got planned this weekend? You got any plans tonight or this weekend? Hanging out with people, going out and doing anything? What do you usually get into?
I will do my normal routine. I will what was it?
Get into in your free time on the weekends and shit like that. You kicking in people, you go out to clubs, like what do you do on in your free time?
I chill with my puppy, and I basically will either write a treatment for the next video. I'll be editing a reel, editing a YouTube video, updating the website, if I got no work to do, which is never, because I'm usually either doing that or trying to get ahead with posts or this and that and this and that, and I've been behind, honestly, lately.
I feel you.
Then I'll just I'll start cleaning. Like I really don't stop, bro. Like it stresses me out when I'm like not doing. When I don't have nothing to do, it really stresses me out.
Oh God! Even if I'm laying in bed, I have my computer in my lap and I'm fucking figuring something out.
Yeah, something, bro. And I've even I watch movies to learn new things.
Yeah.
Even if it's a cartoon, like I'm like, okay, well, why did they write this cartoon like that? You know what I mean? And now I'm like, okay, well, this would actually match something we're doing.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, so like, what's a cool way we can make, you know what I'm saying? Like, like you said, like, you wanted to make like a Big Mouth and Boondocks,
like
right?
animated.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, those are two themes that you would bring together, type shit, to make your idea, which is now. That shit sound funny as fuck, you know what I mean? So if somebody's not necessarily a fan of the Boondocks or a fan of Big Mouth because of this XY reason, you now have another way to make something that could potentially bring both of those haters into something they love. You know what I mean?
And I'm voice acting all 6 of my personalities for every character. No.
That's not a bad, bro. I'm not lying to you. That's not a bad idea.
I know Nick Kroll does it for Big Mouth. Yeah, he does like.
He does?
Yeah, he does like 3 or 4 of the voices.
I thought it was different. Oh my God, no, I did not know that.
For real.
My the dude that's been doing the cover arts, he just has his I think it was a senior project of his. He did an animation and it's like what would I would compare it to like almost a mixture of The Amazing World of Gumball with regular show with a bunch of, it's like a cool cartoon that look up Crushing Peaks when you guys get a chance.
Yeah.
Instagram or Google?
YouTube. And it's like a 10-minute episode. It was like his pilot thing.
Oh.
You know,
I got tapping with that guy.
But yeah, no, he's fire. But yeah, no, he's one of the most insane artists.
Oh yeah, dude! I've noticed our cover arts are super animated, engaging, cool, fun, vibrant.
He's so talented. Oh my gosh,
for real.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, me and Keith here might be heading a tantrum tonight to cover an event, so that's what we got going on.
I gotcha.
And then hopefully we can get into that Skin Tones party tomorrow at the Target Center.
Okay.
We're looking at hitting that up. But basically that's our shit now. We're trying to build a portfolio of recaps and shit like that, and be able to package things up to be able to present to people. Like, look, you want us to come to the event? However, it costs as much, and you'll get 10 reels. Whatever, not 16 by 9, but like a square video, and then you get 100 pictures and shit like that. So we're going to plenty of events. I went to Caboose with DJ Inferno in S. Madison last Saturday. And then we went to your shit on Tuesday. Okay. Got Tantrum tonight, Skin Tones tomorrow. So yeah, we're making our rounds.
Over. Yeah, no, and that Skin Tone, they're killing it with the freaking promotion. I mean, like,
so they're a vibe for sure.
I love how just. It's nice and clean. You know what I mean? It's just
absolutely.
That shit just looks so sleek
I don't know.
That shit look cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably be editing my own shit, but I support it 100%, and that shit do look fire.
Absolutely,
but,
bro. Absolutely.
And
do you have anything you want to say to the people? Anything you want to get off your chest? You know what I'm saying? While we wrap it up here, anything you want to present to the world?
Yeah. I would just say love you all. It's all love. 333, which represents purge your thoughts of any negativity and replace them with pure love. That's basically the agenda we're pushing. The narrative we're pushing is that we can be successful together. It's not that fun being at the top alone. You know what I'm saying? But in order to do that, we got to follow the secret to success, which is what? Accountability. That's it.
For real.
And failure is not bad. The path to failure is not being accountable. And we need to fail. Yep. Sometimes we need to not be accountable in order to know what we need to be accountable for.
Yep.
But at some point, we got to be accountable. And so that's the biggest thing I'm working on right now is just, looking at everything and just being accountable with it. And this next year, I just hope we can all do that. And I think the state will grow immensely if we can do that.
Absolutely, bro.
You know?
Absolutely, bro. Why don't you give them a shout out to your socials? Make sure everyone knows where you're at.
Yes, sir. It's just Lil Crush or 1IL Crush. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Yo, appreciate you pulling up, bro. For
fam.
real. Good shit out here. We're going to be following your journey, posting up, till we get to all the shows, everything you got going on. We're here to support, man. Just want to say thank you so much for pulling up. Thank you for putting together a dope event on Tuesday. And I'm happy to see you doing your thing, man. If you ever need anything from us, we're all here to help, bro.
Hey, we gonna definitely work.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I might get you involved with these visuals, cause
run that. Yes, sir. It's been Lil Crush, everybody. It's your boy Capital T. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Create Capital. We are out.
Appreciate you, man.